We're testing. Test. Oh, changing up that jam.
Oh. Hey, we're in. Hey, we're real. Hey, when we said test, I muted us. It was funny.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we're testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
Booyaka.
You can tell I can speak this morning.
I'm not even worried.
This one's too groovy.
Is it too groovy? Wow. It's too groovy. It makes him want to disco dance.
It's a little funkadelic.
Funkin' in your ear, you know. Good morning.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good evening.
That one
and welcome to the GMAE Show, where we play your games you created inside the Sandbox Game Maker software. You've published them in the Game Maker gallery. Maybe you're publishing them for playtesting. Maybe you're publishing them for a game jam competition. Maybe you're just publishing them because you said, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you guys help me learn? That's what we're doing here on this show. We're going to play test the heck out of your game, making any small adjustments or corrections to help push and make a better product for the metaverse in the Sandbox game. We also will be going over the news inside the Sandbox game. And if you have questions during this show about the Sandbox, VoxEdit, the asset creation software, the Game Maker, the tool that you can use for making any of these experiences in the Sandbox game, you can ask those questions here live with us over on YouTube or twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. We'll address them as those questions come in. Today, let's start off with some news, and then we'll talk about whose experiences we'll be playing, at least with the first one here. The first piece of news, the Sandbox partners with MM2 Group to create content-themed world in the metaverse. We're thrilled to announce our partnership with the Singaporean Web3 company Metaviva, the subsidiary of regional media and entertainment company MM2 Entertainment, to build a virtual playground in the Sandbox gaming metaverse around MM2's IPs. Quote from Se Young: "We are honored to be in partnership with the Sandbox, joining over 200 existing brands and IPs in their metaverse. We're also proud to be representing Asian content from the region and excited to create Asian content-oriented experiences for anyone to explore. For example, we are in talks with filmmakers to create alternative endings to their upcoming films for players to find and experience only in the metaverse. Fans can visit and play through the scenarios to explore the what-ifs in a film's story. This opens up a plethora of new possibilities for storytelling and fan engagement." This is the Chief Content Officer of MM2 Entertainment. Metaviva and MM2 will take ownership of a 6x6 voxel plot of land to offer players interactive experiences featuring extensions of real-world content, including films, drama series, sports, and music. Players will be able to visit virtual film sets, access locked content, play games, and engage with other fans in the metaverse. Our partnership with the Sandbox will allow us to explore new frontiers in the entertainment industry, as well as keeping people engaged beyond what we can currently offer. With this partnership, we will be looking to bring the physical and digital worlds to people, to entertain them, and do our part in developing the next generation of budding talent for content creation for the metaverse. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it out. I'm so close to the end. Under the partnership, the Sandbox will work with Metaviva and MM2 to develop innovative experiences taking place in the Metaviva land. These immersive experiences will enable filmmakers and talents to engage with their fans, as well as promote upcoming films and generate new revenue streams and new forms of virtual entertainment. Quote, "The metaverse is a great way for new types of storytelling to take place, allowing for players and fans to engage with their favorite content in a whole new way. They could potentially be a part of the story instead of just being a viewer. This partnership will give us the opportunity to do so with some exciting IPs well loved by those within the region and internationally. And we're excited to work long-term with MM2 and Metaviva to realize this vision." This is the head of Singapore for the Sandbox, Mr. George Wong. So, sounds cool. We're going to see some new immersive, creative entertainment from different regions in the world. We'd love to see that here on this show. Love working with your experiences, and we've seen some from great creators in that region. Fantastic arts, fantastic stories, all sorts of things. It's going to be great to see what they have coming through. Then the second piece and the last piece of news for today: OCM Karma Avatars on-chain monkey can now be bridged at sandbox.game/avatars. Come ! Rise and explore. So we've got that going on, Conrad. And as we jump into the metaverse, if you could let us know whose experience we're kicking this off with.
This is going to be Life Made Me Paul, or Paul Life Made Me, as he's sometimes known.
All right. And so what are we sort of expecting here? What was the title for this experience?
This one was Final Song.
Final Song. Okay, so this is made for the WMG Game Jam, is that right?
Of course.
All right, so as I first loaded in, and we're going to go ahead as we continue to play through these experiences, we talk about it all the time, we'll try to make sure that the narrative makes sense, make sure that the world elements make sense, and if there's a way where we think we could possibly optimize this, then we will make that suggestion. As a dev, of course, you can always throw everything we have to say out. But Conrad and myself, we do this every day. We do this for the experiences that go into the alphas for the Sandbox game as an independent studio called The Council. So we have some experience in knowing what good looks like, right? And sometimes that's going to be small things like the sounds that happen when you pick up an object aren't there, or sometimes they're going to be bigger things like the world. Maybe it's just like too high contrast, too bright, might cause headaches. Sometimes it's grammar stuff, all sorts of different variety of things. But once again, devs have an opportunity to completely ignore what we have to say and make whatever their heart desires. Paul, of course, has submitted lots of different experiences to us in the past, so hopefully we're helping them out. And so far, I think we've seen that when we see the development of these creators over time. But okay, so I spawned in initially before we started the stream, very high up in the air, and I fell down into this space, which, based on the first line, makes sense. What a strange dream. Okay.
Right.
Difficulty. Your choices: balanced or hard. What do you think? Should we do balanced first?
Let's give it balance right off the bat.
Okay. Choose a soundtrack. So we've got some options. Gucci Garden.
Gucci Garden.
Okay.
I would normally go with hard right off the bat, but I want to see, what sort of hints that a new time player are going to get, if that is the balanced mode. So typically we would go with the most difficult route as soon as possible. But Joe, we do have some questions in the chat.
Okay.
Trap Edition over on Twitch is asking about PvP, and I had let them know it's just not here yet. And they want to know, is it going to be like Season 5 plus? When can we expect PvP to be really discussed in the works?
It depends sort of on your interpretation of PvP. Multiplayer elements are going to start to be added with the 0.8 update. So as that rolls out, you'll start to see games be made that can be used in a multiplayer stance inside these different games, in the sense that, your games that are like Fall Guys and that sort of genre right away can be more multiplayer oriented, but we'll see these sort of expand over the weeks and months ahead to get a more significant drop there.
Right, and then going forward as well, we had another question. When will claims be fixed from Andelar04? Hopefully I said your name correctly.
Sure.
If I was incorrect, let me know.
So claims currently, I think it's a couple of weeks, maybe. I know that conversation was ongoing even just today. PandaPops came out of a meeting where they were talking about how the claims situation is being directly addressed at this time and directly coming up in multiple different instances. They said they were going to highlight the full details from the meeting they were in on I think their show is tomorrow, or maybe they said they were going to talk to Alex about it, and he was going to. I forget exactly off the top of my head, but I know that conversation was ongoing.
Right. I was hearing within the next 2 months or something along those lines, though. Don't hold your breath, anybody, but we are trying to address it. And then Hero Protagonist over on YouTube says, how do we get on the airdrop list for Wizzy the Orange?
So Wizzy the Orange was an asset that you would have had to have, I think, attempted to purchase. This is definitely a better Alex question, as he's directly minting the assets. He and I had a discussion about whether we should wait until, the Polygon assets rollout is finished, or whether we should, mint them sort of as soon as possible, and distribute them appropriately. But Alex has that sort of Wizzy the Orange is like his baby. So you've seen probably some polls at Kamisaze over on Twitter over the last couple of days, including as early as earlier today, talking about distribution on that and what happens if everybody doesn't claim it that might be eligible. So definitely want to follow up with him on that on the show tomorrow. I think it's about this time. Yeah, his show would start up about this time tomorrow.
Right. Well, all right, Joe, let's get into it.
Okay. So we were in a dream. We came out of the dream. Dream felt so real. I took the first bus here, Freya. Where are you? Okay. So we spawned in. We've got a cool visual effect for the new spawn, which I like. The dream. I'm trying to remember. When I just dropped into that dream, they said there it was a dream. Now the dream felt real, right? Am I wrong about that? I forget exactly.
So the impression here is that we're playing through the dream, right? So they said that the dream felt so real. I had taken a bus, and here we are, right?
Okay, so that's a narrative sort of happening there.
Right. It was a bit of a narrative beat that brought us here.
I'm remembering the dream. Okay. Please tell me to keep it moving. There's a quest here. As we come through, I can go into the water. I hope I didn't get stuck just now. But if I did, we'll know. We'll know that it can be. You can't climb the pipe. Oh, you can climb the pipe. Okay. So you're not getting stuck if I do crazy things. This is my jam. It's jelly. Jump on this? I can't tell.
Not quite.
Alright, no ticket, no entry. What? I thought the concert was free. Or the music group doesn't bring together the biggest artists. Here, you wrote artist, and it should be artists around the world for free. But I got an invite from my friend. I think she is in the party. No ticket, no entry. Well, heck. How do I get a ticket? Where's my ticket? Oh, I can hear
it. Seems that our in-game music is just a little bit too loud.
All right. There we go.
Thank you there, Joe.
All right. Oh. Well, I guess I'll just break in. No big deal. The truck moved, which I'm gonna see if it does have that hitbox on the front, because I felt like I had an opportunity to jump on the front. Nope, hitbox goes up over the top. Okay. Ask around the party. Okay. Whoa, bro. Whoa, bro. Whoa. It's okay. It's not okay. Okay. So one thing I'm noticing as I'm first coming into the party is that I can walk through all the people. And I think, for me, I wouldn't like that. I would like to see the people be spaced in a way where, you can kind of walk through and around them if you need to. But as it is, I don't like the idea of being able to walk through them, because generally speaking, the rule that I like to use when we do this is that if the asset is thicker than my leg, then I could stand on it, bump into it, whatever, right? Collision is on. If it's thinner than my leg, then presumably you could kind of push it away, push it around, and go through it. With the exception of where materials don't make sense, like these sort of posts here or this steel beam. You know, you're not gonna be able to push through a steel beam, but you might be able to walk between it, like here. So, you know, I could possibly forgive that in terms of like what the hitbox is. But I think all the people here, you know, you can't walk through people. It is a dream, though, so maybe. Just thinking out loud a little
There's
bit.
plausible deniability here.
Yeah. Okay. Can't jump up. Can't jump over. Ask around the party. Oh, you can talk to these people, but you can't run into them. Interesting.
You gotta ask around the party. So I think we just gotta E on everybody here.
Right.
Interact.
So okay. So let's look at it. Look at another thing. As a player that has played, Paul, you know that you can push E to do an action, right? But as somebody who maybe is playing your experience as the first experience they've ever played, you should have, when you walk up to a person, an indicator to push E in order to interact with them, right? And this typically will be by having a device there and an asset that you've designed to be a letter E or something like that. So the calculator makes this thing spawn as necessary. Push E and then it goes away because you talk to the person. It's very useful. It takes some extra time, but your pressing E to interact function needs to be there for any game that you play, on any level that you play them, just in case, you know, some people don't understand what the controls are. All right, so this person has identified that they have gone backstage. Find a way through security. I mean, just mostly I just walk. Yep. I'll have to figure out a way. Maybe I could start a fight. Start a fight. Whoa, bro. Whoa, bro. The mask will hide my face from the security. I should call Freya. Beep, boop, beep, beep. I know that song. She loved that song. Where's the sound coming from? Where is the sound coming from? Okay. So now I've gotten a face mask to wear. It's weird. I totally am not the same dude with the Santa costume and the neon body.
Creepy.
Totally different. Totally not the same. Find Freya's phone. Okay. Wait, what? They got a mask on? The background is, you know, a little creeperish. Would the phone be like really far away, potentially? I don't think it would. Logically, it's probably around in here if I heard it when I got over here. Oh! There's a visual indicator. I found the phone. Pick the lock.
Oh no.
Found the phone in the garbage. Or in the toilet. I have to find a piece of metal. I'm gonna just take it off this car, bro. Oh, this door opened. And there is another visual indicator.
I think we gotta go down.
Wait, I'm supposed to go in the hole? Oh, okay. Ah! No.
I'm gonna be all gross for that party.
Right? Oh! That's a lot of metal. And a crazy doll.
It was Freya's doll.
That's a giant rat. We're just gonna ignore him. He doesn't exist. I found the piece of metal. Am I supposed to come back here? Pick the lock. Yes. Oh! To pick the lock, line up the pins on the shear line and interact with the safe beside the table. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? It's the lock. And press E. How am I? Should I be lining them up first? Oh.
Okay. This is interesting.
Not that way. Not that way.
You gotta go on the
other
backside.
way. Oh. Yeah. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Okay. Oh. Oh, I think I need them to be lined up with the red, huh? Here we go, here we go. Hello. Okay. That lined up. Then this one unaligned.
Is there a tip around the room anywhere?
Red on red. Done. Pick the lock. Red on red. Got
Are
a
you
crazy bloody chopper? Am I what?
Are you turning into a serial killer here for the party?
I think so. It looks like it. I'm gonna do a murder. I got a bloody chopper.
You look like a mass murderer right now.
I do. That is true. Hello. Let's have a nice conversation.
Don't look at me. I'm just a normal guard.
Just chilling. Let's just keep off. No real clear direction on where to go next. Here. But maybe it doesn't have to be. No quests available. Should I just check the other toilets? What's going on here? Oh, you could just open that. Okay. Oh, here's an indicator. Do you feel that? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Enter the construction site. I am entering the construction site. Gonna go up the stairs.
The clues we have so far, I don't feel very safe.
It says I can't go that way. I can, and I am. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. And we're just supposed to... Okay, climb up the scaffold. It looks shaky. Gotta be careful. Oh. Oh! Ah! Okay. Alright, we're gonna climb the wrong way. Climbing up the wrong way now. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, not bad. Not bad. We're in. We're in. I'm in. Defeat the attackers. Oh, you're a giant rat. Get out of here. Slice and dice. Hey. Bust them up. Oh, that you do count as one of the attackers, but you're just a rat. Up.
Oh man, those mannequins are freaking me out. Look at Joe over here cheesing.
The rat radius. The rat radius could be bigger. Could be a little bigger. Wait, that's not a bad guy.
Yeah, it's a mannequin.
I'm gonna get you, rat. Got him. Easy. Can't go that way. It says, but we already. I should find another way out.
Another way. Nope.
Gotta be
Can't go that way.
Lock.
Rodents of unusual sizes. Never heard of them. Can't be real.
Where are they? Feel like maybe there's something else around another corner. Got some, I want to have a check, do a little look-see here. I can beat that up. That's pretty cool. Have to investigate first before going this way. Dang. Oh wait, you could just
Oh my
auto roll
goodness.
right through that wall?
Did you not see that? Why, yeah, like,
It's not the bloody business over there? I didn't even
there's
notice.
so much jelly.
Not even real.
Whoa. Go back.
What?
Look through those boards.
What, this guy?
Yeah.
He's just chilling. He's got his head re-stitched / stapled to
Oh
itself.
man, I'm sus. Okay.
He's just a chill dude, alright?
At least he has a bathroom. All right.
Yeah.
And
Wait!
oh,
What happened?
regain
New objective
consciousness.
unlocked. Regain consciousness. But I did. Wait.
Whoa.
You are here.
Okay.
Is this a saw? Are you sawing me? I have a torch, also known as a flashlight. I understand.
I feel like we should be remembering some of this.
Yeah. It's nothing. Left. Okay. Left. You can't go wrong. Left. Right. Proceed along the right side wall until you get to an open space. You can't go wrong. Left. Okay. So left. Can't fail. Left. Okay.
We could take a picture of it, but we're trying to play it as designed. Oh, I don't like that.
What? You are here. My intended destination is room 6, I think. Based on this map. Alright. Bop! Wait! I can't hit it. Is that one of the attackers?
I think it's a ghosty.
Open all the doors in the correct sequence. Get out now. Oh. So it's
Okay.
5, 1, 3, 2, 7. No. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 7, 6. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 7, 6. 5, 1. 3, 2, 4, 7, 6. I feel like I should have done that wrong just to know what happens.
Right. Can we take damage? Does the ghosty get mad?
Okay, my head hurts.
Also,
Why did
welcome
it keep
in,
me
Raiders.
here?
Over on Twitch.
Better not stick around to find out. Go back to fight. Find Freya first. Which one? we going back to fight, or are we finding Freya first?
I mean, our whole mission was to get Freya, right?
All right, finding Freya. Defeat the attackers. Got checked. Check the. Where'd
The
Frankenstein
big guy's
go?
gone.
Can't get in there. Can't go out there. Am I supposed to go down? Now. Can I still go up this way? No, still can't go that way. Okay, check the rooms. What's this? Right? Oh, darn it. So I clicked right through whatever that text block was because it prompted a bit too soon, I would say. Maybe make it so the text block prompts when you walk right into here instead of, forgive me, when you click to attack the doors. Okay, check the rooms. Checking rooms. Can't hit this. Can't do that. Rats. Okay, we got the rat. Got some blood. Got a bell of some kind.
Or is that
like clock
a Christmas
tower?
tree?
Or watchtower? No, it's definitely
yeah,
a bell. It's got a
It's a bell, for sure.
clanger thing in there.
I'm sorry, was that the technical term?
That was the technical term, clanger thing. Yeah. I just made it up just now. Me. Very technical. I can push around these boxes. Probably doesn't have value. But I'm gonna see if I can break something with it. Come on, box. What are you doing over here? Oh, whoa, hey, how are you?
Ooh,
Crazy lady with her rat.
sorry, our ghost friend.
Is she a ghost?
Pretty ghostly to me.
Hi, how are you? You could tell I'm like the typical person in the horror movie. It's like, what? Will it hurt me or is it nice? I don't know. I'm like way too close. Way too close. Out here. It's crazy. Oh, but you have to go that way to get to check in that other room. Hi.
Oh,
Stop eating whatever. Oh, that guy doesn't deserve to be eaten, I think. Personally. Freya!
oh no, it's Freya.
Oh no! How could this happen? I'm here. Please. Say something. The end. Loading. You did your best. There was nothing else you
What?
could do to save her. Did I do it wrong?
Is there a good ending?
Was it time-based?
I think that was it. You did it right.
I did it right.
It's
But
just
it
a
says game
unfortunate
over.
story. It should be
Like-
victory, though.
I mean, should it be either? Really?
I mean, oh yeah, it should just be.
Like as an
Sadness.
experience, as a game.
I don't know.
Yeah, like getting respawned here and having this game over screen at all, whether it's victory or it's game over, I think is a mistake because, like, you have an opportunity for there to be, like, is it a dream? You know, you can explore that. Because it didn't feel like a dream, but you at the very beginning it was talking about you're in a dream. So, like, if the whole thing is a dream, what's up? What's up with this?
I think the narrative was like, come on, it was just a dream, right? But it turns out it was reality. You're just reliving the memory.
Yeah, but I see chat saying Freya is dead, Joe, deal with it. I can accept that as a reality, right? In the game. Like, we're talking about like game design and like what makes a game. And all of those things, I was like, oh, they're dead. You did your best. There's nothing else you could do to save her. That's fine. But typically, this is like the quarter of the way point in an experience, or like the halfway point in an experience. And, you know, however the story draws out, whether it be like good in the sense that like, oh, now you go and you honor this person, or good in the sense that you go and defeat the bad guy that is like, I mean, there's something to it that makes me think that that lady that Conrad called a ghost was like controlling the rats. Or what happened to the Frankenstein's monster guy? You know,
or was that Freya's ghost?
Yeah, like if it's
like trying to lead us to the body,
then it needs to, like, it's lending itself well to being creepy. I'll say that. It starts off really nicely. Yeah, it starts off nicely with the concert. Because it's like one of those, oh yeah, well, we're upbeat, whatever, you know, you're doing your thing, you're getting in there, you find Freya's phone.
Oh, but not only that, but you break in, so you're already like doing a crime, right? And like you can really like press onto that, because folks that do crime are usually not ones to report crime when it happens to them. So you have that extra layer of horror that is just subtle.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, but that's the interesting thing here. I guess when you talk about that, like, if the game ends where I'm talking to a police officer, then, you know, can the narrative be turned a little bit? Is it not the police saying you did your best, but the police rather inquisiting you about what is happening? Because now they've apparently,
now you're implicated in a murder.
Freya and I have the implication there, or they found me with Freya, me with a dead thing, and then now it's all this stuff, right? So I think that you have an opportunity to lengthen this a little bit with that. And if my character is the killer, maybe, like, I think there's two branches that you could do, and putting the game logic in to have either branch makes sense. The one is that the dream is delusion. The dream is you convincing yourself that you're not a killer, and you actually were. And then there's the other, where, you know, you aren't the killer, but darn, I feel like the first one is a much more compelling story. But the other option being like, you're going to avenge this action, whatever that may be, if it is against the ethereal or whatever they're, you know, whatever that is. What do you think, Conrad? What do you think about this idea? Like you just said, right? If you're the criminal, you're probably not going to talk to the cops.
I like the idea of letting it go, choose your own adventure, right? Mm-hmm. Having multiple endings. Adam Sale's right there with me already. What I like about this experience is there's good room to build out multiple endings, branched narratives. Yeah, for sure. Having the ability to, you know, play with, did you find the murderer? Was that big guy? Maybe he was there to try and protect something, or was he a villain? You have to figure out that little package within itself, right? And then you also have the ghost aspect and going into that other, you know, spirity realm where we had that Saw puzzle. there's a lot of room to grow with this experience. But what I really want to talk about is this is a WMG Game Jam entry, right?
Sure.
So if we look at the theme of the Game Jam, it's kind of open, right? Sandbox users are invited to create a game experience around the theme of music. You're free to create a social experience game, but a game with a storyline as well. Surprise us. So they do have that in there with the surprises part. But other than it being a concert, where are we with our music, right?
Right.
Because now we have a good horror game. We have a good suspense game, right? I gotta say, Paul, this is a huge step up from what we've seen in the past, and I'm proud just watching like all of us grow inside this chat. But most importantly, this is a damn good job.
Yeah,
I'm impressed by this.
But no, I mean that's a huge point that you just made, because it is like I honestly forgot that the title is GJWMG Final Song, right? On its own, in its own bubble. Throw out the WMG part. This is a great experience. Too short. It's too short. It could be better in the sense that it can continue. So the fact that the only thing that for me really makes this experience better is that I get more of it, that's huge. Mechanically, I think you did a great job with the lock-picking mechanism, as the chat mentioned. You did something that I talk about here all the time on the show, and that is that you didn't have to hold my hand for me to figure it out. Because you left the like color and context clues in there, it did it on its own. I pushed the lock. Let's go back
on hard mode, because that was with hints, right? And that was a job well done with guiding us, with hints, quote unquote, right?
Right. Okay. Choose a soundtrack. Try the PHC crypto one. Okay, good. So yeah, I mean, what you've done right away is good because you can choose your own little music elements. But if it's going to be about music, if it's in the WMG group, but it's going to be a thriller suspense sort of game, then you really need to incorporate Warner music more. And you need to, I think, incorporate it in an environmental way, right? I don't want the music to dominate the way that it does by default because I pick a soundtrack and I'm going, right? I want it to be, certain vibes based on certain proximities to things, and sometimes things that don't make any darn sense. Like that little boombox that's sitting up there next to the creepy ghost lady at the very end. You could have had it so that on a very short distance proximity, it was poof, loud, right? And if you can do that, then it would be a surprise where I'd walk by the boombox, and maybe if I'm really into it and I've got the volume up, and there should be a low vibe, suspenseful sort of music in the background that is just, for whatever reason, the word aromatic keeps happening in my head, and that doesn't make sense because that's an aroma, it's a smell.
Right.
But there should be a really low music tone happening as you're walking around, something that can set the backdrop. Okay. See, so again, here, when I'm in this room, in this Sweet Dreams thing, I see Freya. I see a dead rat. I appear to be on, what is this, a piano in this room. So I think one thing that could be cool here is to have more
foreshadowing, right? This is already some foreshadowing here, but we need a little bit more to tell us, like, oh, the clues that we're stepping up to, I've seen that before, right? But again, that just comes from a suspense thriller point of view and like a good narrative point of view. But if we're talking WMG Game Jam, in the short amount of time that you've made this game, bravo, for sure. As Mangalo in the chat says, all I know is I have never seen your faces drop like that while playing a game before. Once you realize that there was nothing to do to save Freya, you could see the anguish on your face, and that was real. That was stunning. That was a good job in making us have but now how do we make it a step better, right? That's what we discussed.
Yeah, how do we make it a part of the WMG experience? And I think if you're focusing on their music and you make it come up in environmentally like logical places, then you could have almost any story wrapped around it. As long as, like, if it is suspense and it's suddenly boop with Warner music, then they recognize it, right? If the Warner folks are playtesting these experiences for the Game Jam, they need to see it, see that it's different, appreciate and enjoy it, and then also recognize how it folds into their environment, because they're, everybody really is new to the metaverse or this idea of the metaverse. And so how do those things interpret? Wait.
Honk honk.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Oh,
Did
we got
it reveal and I don't know?
It must have honked.
Now I'm gonna look. Forgive me.
But
2 seconds.
So
go ahead.
So how you could implement more of the music aspect or just the sound aspect of it? What you would have to do is, like, as you're going to go through the construction site, right? You make sound cues. That could be a part of the music itself. So you have the various. You're not being ignored, Trap. So you make some sound cues for things falling over, right? And then you could have it to where you have various jump scares in that aspect. You have it to where at the end there, instead of having the ghost just stand there, you go turn off the music box, and sure, the music stops, but then the ghost is behind you now. And you have that little bit of a yay, right? And you play with sound cues, sound design, and that's how you could really make it a part of the game jam itself, right? But as far as the subject of this game goes, I just want to see the narrative get more suspenseful and more on the line of choose your own adventure, right? No, this is pretty cool.
Okay, so I see what I see. I'm going to skip through these events. I'm going to go see how no hints or less hints are there. And I think that's just probably going to be the little twinkles of the yellow twinkles.
The direction. Right.
Ticket no entry.
So Trap asked if we've ever done any of, I believe his name's Geekus. Some of the, what did they call them? The Riddletons. Have you participated in any of the Riddletons? I know I haven't had time for it.
I haven't done the Riddletons, no.
I've seen them about. I haven't had a chance to get into it, though.
Okay,
we'll
so we've done it.
Have to do that on stream sometime.
I gotta distract this guy by punching this guy. Bop.
And Trap, I would love some quality of life where we could do maybe quest markers on the actual map, a heavier designed map itself. There's a lot of stuff in the works in the background.
So find Freya's phone, the twinkle's still there. I didn't notice the guard going to the toilet before. That's pretty nice. The sound is coming from here. If the lock is picked, I should search the parking lot.
Cortinello, yeah. This new update is going to be pretty huge.
Still visual indicators here. Whereas before it said that there wasn't any or wouldn't be any, but they're all still here. It's identical to the way it was.
My man Lucas is right in the chat with a little bop.
So I grabbed Freya's doll, and I'm not sure that I should have. Was that the reason I lost? Is there
No, that is it. We are supposed to find out that Freya has passed on, right?
Okay. I'm using Here we go. It's probably close enough. Nope. It's gonna go back. There we go.
I gotta go see my honk.
Worked.
Apparently we have matching honking hats.
We did get matching honk hats. I got a white bow tie. I'm quite happy. Quite happy with that, actually. Being a nerd like I am. Do you feel that? Okay, so far, literally no lesser
changes?
hints. No changes at all. It's identical. It says that there will be less hints on hard mode, but it's exactly the same.
We're still about halfway through. And you do know where to go.
I do.
So you get to think about that. But I am seeing the same.
And that's sort of what I expected, was that I would know where to go, but the little shiny yellow object in the background there wouldn't be there, right?
Right.
Can't fail because I would have already mastered this once.
Good. I got a little polo.
Oh man. Did you? It was cute though.
You got a blue polo.
Oh, honk. Oh yeah, I see one with a blue polo. Yeah, it is nice. Get a little honk hat. You look like a real lawn mowing dad out there.
Real honker.
Radcon dad, you know?
That's right, that's right.
Okay. I defeated the attackers. No, I did not. Bop, 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 bop. All right. Open the door. Bleh. Took me here. I got the torch. It literally said there would be no tips. And it's all tip 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 7, 6. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 7, 6. Five. One. Should I try to fail?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Failed. Number 4. Open the doors in the correct sequence. Get out now.
I think I read earlier in the chat that it will just reset the doors.
Oh, it did. Yeah. It reset the doors. Okay, cool. I mean, so she's...
Oh, hold on. I like your honk.
5, 1.
It's a real dapper, sleepy
3,
little honk there.
2, 4, 7, 6. Huzzah! I open the door. Go back and fight. Better not stick around and find out. Gotta fight all the attackers. Oh! This guy's here. I can go back and fight him. I can go back and fight it.
E. This map is on page 19 of the Game Maker. And Joe, what is the Game Maker?
Oh, the Game Maker is a software you can download for free over at sandbox.game, where you can make any type of experience you like for the Sandbox Game Metaverse or for Sandbox Game Jams. You can submit your experience inside the Sandbox Game Gallery if you, like Life Made Me Paul has done here on this show, want somebody to play test your experience to make sure that it's a high quality experience for those game jams, or submit it for game jam competitions in that gallery as well. We, of course, play these regularly here on this show. I have a lot of experience in doing so to make sure that you got some high quality, good, fun stuff. We like to highlight the good and the bad on this show, just to make sure that, you know, you come back, you finish, we'll play test this, we'll finish it up. Maybe Paul takes it back and says, okay, I'm going to make 3, 4, 5, 6 changes to it. Once again, I clicked right through that text prompt. You know, you get a lot of cool stuff going on. So, we got another rat. Is it not time-based? It could be time-based. I'm going to skip all this. It doesn't appear to be time-based. She's still dead. Freya,
Yeah, I would like the ghost to, like, as you approach it, like disappear or something like that, appear behind you every once in a while. You could play with that aspect of it. It'd be real creepy.
Especially if the ghost is like the you know, this girl. If the ghost is this girl, Freya, then yeah, absolutely. It should be like leading the way or something. Say something. Game over. Yeah.
Dang.
So literally no difference between hard and easy.
Right. But we did get a question about that fade in and out. How do you think that was done, Joe?
You know, that actually is a great question because I don't. Let me think.
That was from our friend Not Animated over on YouTube. Everybody should go check out their work on Twitter.
So I've never tried to do a fade in, fade out. I imagine it would have to be done with like a giant wall right here where I respawned.
Oh, here we go. Like maybe Paul answered us in Twitch. Black liquid block voided it out.
There we go. So it's just a very particularly placed black liquid block.
That's kind of cool. Well done. Well done, Paul.
Yeah, I mean,
seriously,
yeah, it's doing all the right things, except that it doesn't incorporate the music enough, I think.
Yeah, it might not be perfect for this game jam, but this is a damn good game.
Yeah, yep.
I want to see if you take this one and try and use some various ideas and continue the narrative here.
Paul, you have land, right? You got land recently? I can't remember. If you have, then this, I think, is the game to make on it. Change the title, develop it further, give it some branching story starting at this point, and give me some crazy endings, like I'm the bad guy, or the police are now coming after you because of this choice, or you're going after the ghost now for this reason. Because you've created a couple small branching narratives in here that I pretty much went one way on. Excuse me. But do more of it. This is good. This is really good.
Killing me, Joe.
I would say... I'm sorry, what?
I said you're killing me with those yawns.
I know, I'm going to get you with it. Man, it's like... somehow my body's like, hey, what time is it? It's 2:20 p.m. my local time, and I'm going to yawn. But anyway, keep developing this story. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say this, for me, is the best experience you, Paul, have ever made. We've played a lot of them. They've all been, you know, pretty good, and they're getting better. This is the best one so far. This is the first experience that I would say that I'm playing just like out of joy. You know, that reaction makes me want more of it. So do more of it.
For sure. And there is totally a movie. It's a horror movie. I can't think of the name of it at the moment. Where the twist at the end is that our protagonist, that she's been fighting through against this unknown killer, and it turns out, you know, spoiler alert, that she is the killer at the end, and she can't comprehend that she is doing all the horrible deeds. And so she's made up this external force that has been following them and doing all these murders when it's really her, right? So there's a lot to play with narrative wise, and you got down that creep factor. So yeah.
All right,
good job,
Bjorn
Paul.
has a good question about VoxEdit, saying pretend one is working on two blade sword chest, headpieces at the same time. Would one or both of the files be prompt to get corrupted, or is it fine and one could work on as many files as one would want, disregarding the fact that they have the same name? It doesn't matter if they have the same name as long as they're not in the same place when you save them. So what I would do here is I would say documents, wherever it's saved, right? Make a folder for this project, call it, sauce 1, sauce 2, and then in folder 1 you have the sauce sword, and then the second one, why did I do that? Why did that? Disregard the... I'm gonna move on.
Anyways.
Yep. I'm a child.
The movie I was thinking of was called High Tension. It was a movie from 2003.
Roxy,
I really like my horror movies.
Ask a good question. And the answer is probably never. Roxy asks, when translucent voxels in VoxEdit? And let's talk about why that's probably not going to happen. When you design an asset in VoxEdit and it gets rendered out, you render the faces of the asset. So the faces are, when you look at the police car that's here on the screen on the right side, the very top of the car is one congruent face. The texture doesn't really matter, but the face on it exists. If the center of the top of the car was translucent, you would be adding an extra face for all sides of a cube, right? All 6 more sides essentially are going to be there, with the exception of the one face at the very top, which would be gone because it's translucent. Well, that's not true either. That face would still be there as well because it has some opacity to it. So when you add those, yeah, you're just increasing the complexity of your render, which of course is going to decrease the optimization. And we're moving towards really highly optimized designs because the end goal is that all of your experiences should be publishable on mobile at some point. So when we get there, definitely want to do it. Trap Edition asked another question earlier that was good, but I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh yeah, they had asked us to start giving marks or a score to maps, 7 out of 10 for example. And I want to address why we won't do that on this show. An experience that is created here is meant to be tested by us, right? That means that it's probably flawed, and that's okay. It's
right.
Probably
we want to
not
see it,
final version. Go ahead.
We want to see it as early as you're comfortable showing it, right?
Yeah.
So you can get some inspiration, a different outlook. Because a lot of the times, I talk about it a lot here on the show, a dev will get comfortable in the flow of how their game is supposed to be played. And when they go to play test it, they end up overlooking that first-time user experience and end up doing things exactly how they should be, but they miss out on the fact that there should be cues to point you in different directions instead of just having the prior knowledge of, oh, quest is that way. When you load into the game, it's a huge open world, and where is quest? I have no idea, but the game dev knows it's that way. So
yeah.
we want to see it as early as possible, as early as you're comfortable with it, so we can tell you, hey, this is the direction that you need to go to level it up, or as late as you want, so we can say, hey, there's a lot of things that are good here, but here's how you can be improved.
Right. Like, I found this thing, and then you go like, wait, we've been working on this for 6 months. How have I not known that that's a thing?
Right.
And most often, as Conrad said, it's because you're comfortable with it as a dev. But, okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next project that was requested for us here, Conrad. If you could get me that.
Yeah, let's load it on up, and then Joe, let's go ahead and go on our transition or our break here, as we're going to take an extra 5 because we're doing a long show today, and we're coming about an hour in, and I think I'm going to put a form in the chat
All right.
here in just a second if you want to tell us about that. But we're going to be on page 14 for Besmir's Game Jam WMG Mystic Meadows.
All right, let's get on to page number 14. I'm going to go ahead and load that up in the intermission screen here. And in the meantime, as we are going through, there will be a link in the chat here in just a second from the Sandbox game. It's not the end. This is just intermission. Just plain intermission here. Real quick. All right. Maybe I should play a different one for intermission. I don't know. This is the one I have on a loop. I'm going to do intermission so that we get up, do a stretch. I'm going to come back with more.
Drink some water, chat.
Drinking
Stretch
water,
out that back.
breathing.
We're not done yet.
Doing jumping
We're
jacks.
playing more games.
Yawn. We're not leaving. Coming back and playing more games. But yes, we're gonna play an experience here. Did you say this?
And what am I? Yeah, it's gonna be that one right there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What do you say there? The Vision.
Where's that link,
Yes.
Mega? What you got? Boom. There it is. Oh. It almost did.
Oh, we're not raiding. We're not raiding out yet, chat. We're not raiding out. We're still here.
It's not yet. We're still
Fill out
here.
that form.
More.
What is it for, Joe?
Forms.gle 3P5QXD. This is for Wizzy themed NFT. And that NFT can be worn inside any combat-based experience in the Sandbox Game Metaverse or in the Sandbox Game Maker. These NFTs have additional utility soon. You guys are so troll. Bro, we're going to be back. We need new recipes if you write your future. The only thing I got is one that's only like 15, 30 seconds, something like that. So fill out this form while we're in our intermission, getting our stretch on. We're going to come back for lots more gameplay here, playing WMG Mystic Meadows. And in the meantime, if you have a game that you'd like to suggest, you can put it inside the chat. We'll see it. We'll add it to the list as well, and we'll play your experience and give you a nice review of what we can do. Just real quick, we'll be right back. I'm diving back in. Well, we're back.
It's a weird one. Doesn't do it for me.
It doesn't do it. I gotta rebuild. I gotta make something new. Just put it in the space for the intermission return for these longer form. Woo! Shows. Conrad, Mystic Meadows, a Game Jam WMG experience created by Ovo Ono Studio. Was submitted for us here. Gonna play that one up next.
I believe this was submitted in the chat by Besmir.
Besmir? Okay. Yeah, I just tweeted my little honker. All right.
Are you honking out there?
I'm honking so good. It's a honk.
Here at the Sandbox, we support every project.
Basically all projects. Yes. I don't think the Sandbox bought any honks because, it just came out. It's new. It's new hotness,
Right.
They're not ahead of the curve like us nerds, right? What are you going to do?
Honk if you got them.
Never the enchanted world. Ever enter. Enter the enchanted world of Mystic Meadows, where the music and magic never stop. Okay. All right, so we're walking in right away. We get an objective unlocked. Collect the WMG coins. Let's talk about something that I mentioned a couple of streams ago now, but this may happen to you. Let's pretend for a moment that you're the first experience that somebody's ever played. It's very unlikely to do so, but maybe that's the case. You want to get people familiarized with the platform on your experience because there's going to be somebody out there later. Somebody out there may say they see you on Twitter. They see you say, hey, come play my experience. I publish it in the Metaverse. They've never played the Sandbox game before, but they like you personally. Or they like your group, your organization, whatever it may be. They come into your experience before they've done anything else. And that experience should be, generally geared toward them. It should be easily playable, identifiable. So a quick little, WASD to move sort of thing on your first quest might be helpful just to get people to do this. Oh, okay. I see. Not essential, but it could be helpful if that is your direction. Now, collect WMG coins scattered across the land to buy a pass to attend the concert in space. Concerts in space? Okay. I want to take this quest. Hello, Division X. Are you here for the music festival? Yes, I heard there was a music festival organized here. Yes, you are absolutely right. You wrote your here. If you could replace it with you are, it should be YOU apostrophe symbol RE. You are. Squished together. You're absolutely right. Meadow Village is well known for its music, culture, and music festivals are common in our village. But, the ongoing music festival is a special one. New Year is about to start. And a huge concert is about to start. But there's still a lot of time left for the concert to start. Okay. So when I read through that, and forgive me because there's a lot of grammar things coming up, and once again, this is not a criticism, just trying to help make your experience more immersive. When I read New Year is about to start. New Year, if that's a proper noun, if that's like an event name, then quote around it probably just to signify that. a new year is about to start, then the letter A can be capitalized. New year shouldn't be. In this case, both new and year capitalized. So if it's like British English, then that means it's a proper noun. Now let's continue here. Is about to start. New year is about to start, and a huge concert is about to start. But there's a lot of time left for the concert to start. There's a lot of the word "start" in there. Break it up a little bit. Work with something different. A new year is about to begin, and a huge concert with it. So we drop "is about to start" there. Period. There's still a lot of time left for the concert to start. However, right? Instead of writing "but" at the beginning, because the word "but" at the beginning usually happens after a comma, not a period. And we don't want a super really long run-on sentence. Otherwise, you'll end up with people reading your stuff and yawning like Joe does. Because they never breathe out fully and breathe in fully. And people, when they read, tend to read like they talk. And that can be a super helpful thing to you in the opposite direction. If you're talking and you find yourself having to pause to breathe, there should be a pause in your sentence. A comma, a period, a semicolon, whatever it is, where it's appropriate. Hyphens sometimes, the little dots even, if it's appropriate. What should I do now until the concert starts? That letter I should be capitalized. Don't get sad. You can take a look around the whole village. I'm sure that you will love our musical village. Once again, using village twice. So look, pull out a thesaurus, find another word for village, or sometimes just play up how good your village is by saying musical paradise or something like that, right? Take it to another level there. I'll mark the best spots you can visit in our village. I'll mark the best spots you can visit on the map. We know it's a village. Have fun and enjoy the music. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Okay. So we've got points of interest now.
So in the chat, we got to clarify something for Micha. I myself, I am at RadCondad, and that is the Vision EX. If you're trying to get a hold of Andy, that is a little bit different. And as far as the Ragnarok Game Jam, that was held by Andy and the Korean team, the Sandbox Korea team. So if as far as that goes, unfortunately, we did not have any part in that one, nor did we end up get in on the voting on that one. So a ticket is going to be the closest thing to do on Discord or trying to contact Andy or the Korean team.
I think they're not looking for a ticket the way that I'm reading it. Correct me if I'm wrong here.
And then at the end here, they want us to play the game, which, of course, I will add it to the list.
Yes, let's do that. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a whole bunch of comments by them. Forgive me, Conrad.
There's more up above. Yeah.
No
worries.
All right.
And also, if this is not your primary, if English is not your primary language, you are more than welcome to type in your first language. We do have pretty good translation software. So if there's any sort of miscommunication or something like that there might be, feel free to talk at us in whatever language you want.
Ooh. All right.
We'll try and bridge that gap.
There we go. Okay. So, yes, we will add Professions Explorer to the play list. And again, if you want to contact Andy Ritchie about it, Andy Ritchie does not stream almost ever on the official live stream for the Sandbox game. They stream over on twitch.tv/Andy Ritchie, one word. So you can go check them out over there when they are next on. I think it's been a couple of weeks since Andy streamed on there, but they're also available in their Discord if you have questions about that. Or maybe you could catch them over on the official The Sandbox Game Discord.
No problem, Micha. Don't listen to Trap Edition. We take all languages here as we stream for everybody across the world, because we're not only on Twitch or YouTube, we're also on DLive, Theta, Twitter, Facebook, all of the above.
Yep.
We're out there.
Yeah, and it's okay because if we use a translate software and it doesn't work well on our side, then you can always restate the question again and we'll get it figured out. But 99% of the time, we've been able to like highlight off something, right click, it translates it right there, and then you can see, like we see it correctly, and then you get a nice response that works. We have a lot of folks who watch this show that use the built-in translate software in YouTube to translate it from us in English to their native language, and they can still get really good feedback from that, at least from what I've seen so far. All right, so we've got our points of interest. We know that we've seen a couple of little grammatical issues, I would say. Yeah, but overall, so far, the world is lush. I would describe it. It's full. It's enjoyable. Seems to be a pretty clear path on where to go. And I'm grabbing some of these WMG coins and finding a couple of points of interest here with some nice...
I like that symbol right there.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like their logo, I think.
Right. So far, yes, the world does feel lived in, which is always important. You don't want just like scattered NPCs that are just sparse, but instead we actually have animals roaming in the background here, folks dancing it up.
Yeah.
How's the music in this one?
Let's see. I mean, it's bumping.
Boots and cats.
Happening. They're definitely boots and cats. Ah! I want to climb up the ladder more because I feel like this is okay. All right. What did I do? What's up? What's good? Come on, bro. What is there? Like an invisible roof here? Boom, boom. There we go.
It's a tough jump. I would move the invisible wall right there just a little bit. Let the player get a little bit of forgiveness.
Am I even supposed to be up here? I don't think I am. Oh, wait.
I mean, there was a ladder.
There was. You're right.
This experience feels more, social hub-esque, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would use this for a social hub for sure. Oh.
Challenge complete. There we go. No.
Okay. It's fine. I did it. Technically, completed is best completed. Hey, the Vision X. Could you take a look at that kid, please? He got too close to the lake, and I don't think he learned how to swim yet. Oh! Kid! Johnny, I'm sure I've heard music from the water. Or maybe it's Lorelei the siren. Oh, Lorelei, my ship just passed you by. There's no siren in this lake. Not even a fish. Anyway, just be careful near the water, okay? Frank is worried. Oh, I just fell right in the water. Ironic. Frank, save me!
Trap Edition has a question.
All right.
If we are familiar with Project Planet Rift, and yeah, we've seen a lot of their assets floating around.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Planet Rift has been making good stuff forever. They made the ridiculously large dragon, as I recall.
If I remember right, yeah.
Like really large elemental-like dragons. Okay, so we've got coins to collect. That popped up as the very first quest. And I'm trying to keep that top of mind, but there's a lot of distraction. There's an invisible wall here. Not personal. This is a personal problem. But nothing bothers me more than an invisible wall. Especially when it seems like I should be able to go down this path. Alright. I'm gonna just go that way.
Time to wrap around.
Pretend like it's
I think that might be the end of a parkour.
Oh, now we're doing it. Wildflower Music Bar. open air music bar where you can dance and have a sip of juicy wine. Juicy wine is incomplete wine. That wine is not done.
It's just grape juice, man.
I didn't notice this on the previous WMG logos, but each one of these is a chime when I'm grabbing them. Good job. I want to say that for sure. Most people don't do that. Oh, hey. Now I want to go.
I got you, Micha. It is on the list.
All right.
And Trap Edition, there is no info about Season 4 right at this time. If Planet Rift has some more events, then we'll try and pay attention and let you guys know. I gotta get my honker out there. I just saw your tweet.
Junk. Oh, hey, a ladder.
Piece of candy.
Oh, why are all these corpses up here? Did you try and fail? Did you try, but then you failed? It's 2 skeletons on the way up.
It was too intense, Joe.
It's crazy.
It was like that circus fire.
I don't understand that reference.
The circus fire? It was intense. There we go, chat.
Thanks, I hate it. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you got me with that one.
It's pretty easy.
You got me with that one. I saw Hodel Hill said it. I had to do it. I had to push the button. Can we skip out this? What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, we can.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody got that picked up, but there you go.
I got buttons now. No! Wait. Wait. That's illegal. Standing on nothing?
We gotta update our soundboards, that's for sure.
For sure. What? Sound alerts? Oh, hey, Rex. What's up, Rex? Ah! Okay. This is the direction.
Micha, that was just us playing with the soundboard. Not quite in game yet.
No, that'd be cool if it was, though, right? Just standing there. You know, doing your thing. Doing your thing. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, wow. Oh. I have so many other buttons that I've been like programming, but I can't use because you just get DMCA strike immediately.
Oh yeah, totally.
Nightclub, CF Cyberpunk. All right, how do I get up there though? Aren't I? Oh, can I climb the lines over here? Wait. Let me climb. I cannot. I swear there was something at the top of this when I looked at it from the other building. Am I crazy?
Oh, not Jackie Chan wants super old retro sound effects like slide wheels and such. You mean like...
Got them all, I told you. There it is. Oh, we're children. Adult children.
A little bit.
All right, adult children.
Look, chat, we make a living playing video games. What did you expect?
Right? Okay, I got the WMG coins. I'm running around. I'm doing crazy stuff. I jumped in the water again like a crazy person. Whoa, I'm so wacky and crazy. Is there any other way out of here? Trying to hit that button without... Oh, wait. Oh,
Chat, just wait till I get the timing down on the laugh track. We don't quite have Woody the Woodpecker's laugh, but Joe was starting to sound like him for a moment there.
Why is this an invisible wall? You're killing me, Smalls. I thought I did. I thought that I actually got out of here.
Okay, so we have an invisible wall there, Joe. When would that invisible wall be appropriate to lock down an area like that?
Never, in my opinion. Deal with that.
Okay.
How about that?
So then the solution?
The solution is to put something visible there. A real wall, a real gate, a real fence. Because putting an invisible wall there is like, hey, I could go this way. Wait, I can't. Why? I don't know. Because reasons, I guess. You know? Gotta have something there for me. I think there was one time. Like let's pretend like this is a starting line of a race. Maybe that's when it makes sense, right?
So,
and I'm running.
Our dev Besmer over on the YouTube chat says actually fence is missing there. Same with the notes. So it was just an oversight.
I mean, that's fair, but there's an invisible wall here. Like they did both, right? They did both. And it makes sense to put an invisible wall there with the fence with the notes on it because you might be able to exploit the polys of the notes to jump over the wall. But nonetheless, you know, I'm just pointing it out. Take it for what it is. If it's,
okay, starting line. What do we got?
If this is a starting line of a race and you were to have a little pop-up to press E to start the race and then it does like a countdown, an invisible wall in all those aspects makes sense because you push it. And I gotta wait, and I'm doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm sprinting up against the starting line until the starting line disappears. I don't know, and then go. And it's a speed run challenge, right? But personally, yeah, if it's an oversight and you missed the design there, that's all good. But it's the same thing on the other side. As we come around here, you've got this little void. Oh no, you totally can walk in there. Okay. Which is also fine. But if it was an invisible wall there, then that would need to be enclosed. So there's some discrepancy here, right? Here we've got invisible wall. Here we've got invisible wall. We have no little fence thing. So build another little asset that is a small fence like that. Or use any other kind of obstruction to make sure that I can see it.
You've taken on a big task with trying to enclose everything with those fences. So I don't blame you for having some overlooked areas.
Yep. But that's what the show's all about. It's not like a harsh criticism. It's just one of those things that, for me personally, I'm like, why? But
it's something that triggers Joe.
Yeah, because I've played so many different experiences that have invisible walls, and I'm like, it could have been the same exact thing, no walls whatsoever, and been a fine experience, right? But you're trying to use the walls to railroad people to do certain things in certain places instead of using visual elements otherwise. In this particular case, because it's a giant dance party, having railing on the river makes sense. You would do that in real life. There would be a railing so that people don't hurt themselves, fall off into the water. Like that small child, where the small child is completely openly exposed to the environment for quest reasons, which is also okay. All right, hey there. I'm the parkour master of this land. Pleased to meet you. Obviously, you haven't met PandaPops, but all right, continue on. Today, I, letter I should be capitalized, a great parkour track for you above the maze-like musical forest. So when you say something is like a maze, you should maze-like. Maze-like. It is like a maze. Do you have the skills to beat Mystic Meadows? You misspelled Meadows, this one. Musical parkour. Yeah. Prove to me that you've got the skills to reach the end of the parkour would be a good way to write it. Or you could say, oh yeah, prove it. And it's nice and simple. It makes the Orion character here, a little bit cocky, a little bit mean. But look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's got an eyebrow turned up at me right now. He's a little cocky, a little mean already. Let's go. Nathan Drake knockoff. Yeah,
You're not supposed to point it out.
I mean, it wasn't designed to be that. It's Adventurer Jet. Oh, hey. What's up, Mina? Am I on a timed parkour quest? Yes. Can I stop to talk to you? Of course. I know we just met, but right now I'm looking for my friends. We were on our trip to the Enchanted Dance Club, and we're already late. Oh, that's bad. Can you please find them and inform them to reach the Enchanted Dance Club as soon as possible? And inform Irvin of their arrival after you found them. After you've found this one, you've written all very well all the way through till this word find. It should say found. I found them. I already did find them. You found them. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we got some friends, but I'm still trying to do this parkour. Can I get this parkour? I think I need to be up. Oh. Oh. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Squeezing in. Excuse myself. I should be going over there too, but I'm not going to do that. These vines can be climbed. The other vines could not. That's interesting. Oh! Skip it. Skip it.
Careful, Joe.
No. No care. Hey. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A portal to the concert
We did it.
organized by Warner Music Group in Deep Star Cluster. You need a WMG pass to enter the portal and reach the concert. Well, how do I get one? I think I actually, in real life, am supposed to need one, but I don't. Let's go. Oh, wait. So that wasn't a real portal. You were just staging an idea. Hey, what's up, Irivan? Thank you very much for finding me. I'll head to the Enchanted Dance Club. Wait, if you already knew where it was, why did you just sit here like a jerk? You already knew how to get out? Okay, so I would say that that's a plot hole for me personally. What do you think, Conrad? Is it just a hide and seek game, or?
I think at that point it's just hide and seek, right?
Yeah, I mean this feels
silly.
like hide and seek, yeah, but it's like where? Okay, Trap Edition asking a question, but it's kind of coming, it's trickling in. So once it all gets in there, Trap, I'll try to get a nice response to you.
Oh yeah, everybody already wants Battle Royale. They want all sorts of PvP. All of that are going to be a thing. And the Gems and Catalyst may be reworked by the time we get to 1.0. And they might look entirely different or very similar to what it is now. We're not quite sure. It's all being changed as the game is evolving from everybody's input, like yourself.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Can't go that way. I need to get over there.
What I mean by reworking Bjorn is by making it to where all of these stats make sense and are useful instead of trying to just push power or just push defense, and to where speed is something that is good, that affects, maybe your accuracy or how quickly you attack instead of just simply your movement. So there's some stuff there.
For the second time, and I'm not sure if this is going to continue to be consistent, but for the second time, I completed one of their quests. Thank you very much for finding me. I'm not going to push anything. Okay, eventually it does disappear. Each of the other two times, when I pushed the E button, I expected it to respond faster. Ooh, what? No! Wait! No! Let me out! This is not a dance. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. Please come for me. I'm literally stuck right here. Nope. Nope. There's no way out. There would be a way out if it was in the metaverse, but there's no way out of this spot right here.
So we do need to finish finding all the coins, as Besmir points out, and it'll give the player a ticket for the entrance to the club.
Okay.
But now we do a die.
But I was
because
like,
we're stuck.
I can't go anywhere. So the
Can
fact that I'm stuck means I have to
dodge
restart
roll?
the whole darn game.
Can you dodge roll backwards? Maybe fit into that. Can you do a murder?
I can't
No.
do that.
Oh, you're giving me motion
There we
sickness.
go.
Oh,
Got
and
out.
you somehow got out.
I squeaked out. I mean, I did the roll
Okay,
thing
cool.
I'm talking about. Okay.
Make a note on that one. We get stuck there.
That's one of the examples where you want an invisible wall, by the way, to make sure that your player can't get stuck in a spot like that. And now I'm going to report back. I survived. I made it out. You're back. Okay. So once again, this is one of those situations where when you say you are, it should be YOU''RE, because you're just smashing those two words together. Did you find my friends? Yes, I did. The I wasn't capitalized on that. That happens every time the I is all by itself. Capitalize that. Thank you very much for finding them. You have my gratitude, Vision X. You are welcome. Want to fix that? You are welcome. Okay, so we got that. I need 3 more tokens then. And I don't know where the remaining tokens are, where they might be, what I missed, what I skipped, what I didn't skip. I have no idea. Just don't have 3 tokens. So, that says to me that the tokens aren't enough. There aren't enough in your world.
You should usually have at least 10% more filled out in your world. That way you don't have to be perfect and look at every single corner. You can have some leeway, because these types of fetch quests, I say it all the time, they shouldn't be the primary example. You can't use it as a crutch. It should be used as something to explore the land, to get used to where the NPCs are, something to show off what you have, right? It shouldn't be the primary focus of a game, because honestly, I'll say it for the greater large community, nobody likes a fetch quest.
It is a showcase quest, right? It is
Right.
You just got here, you don't know what you're doing. Now, I know where the regions are generally, what's in them, and now I have to go play hide and seek, right? With these inanimate objects that, okay, can I even get in here?
There you
That
go.
one was tight. Okay.
And there's only one thing that's more hated than a fetch quest, and it's an escort mission.
Is there any over here? No idea. Okay, we're looking. I'm gonna go back up here. I feel like I might have missed one in this area. Could be wrong. I could have sworn there was one on top of the big building, but there's no way to check.
Oh goodness, Paith Goat, our friend Paith Goat inside the chat has got me
What's up,
topped.
Pace?
Even worse, a stealth escort mission.
Escort mission. That's fair. That is 100% true. If there is a stealth escort mission, and you're like, don't tell anybody. Oh, I'm crouched. I can't use a weapon, and I can't even breathe. I'm just crouched. I'm laying under this thing now. Because while your NPC is literally just chilling, right? They're
just
standing
running
up, they're
around
outside the area, and you're like, it's a stealth mission. And then somebody's like, what was that noise? And you're like, I'm hiding.
Get
They
down.
don't care.
What are you doing?
Yeah. You're like, your other person is running back and forth on the surface that you're hiding under like this, and the guards
running
are just
into a
like, who
wall.
are you? I don't care. I don't care who you are. You're like Metal Gear.
I would have gone through my many playthroughs of Resident Evil 4.
Uh-oh.
I probably would have cut down at least 20 hours of gameplay off of Resident Evil 4 if the AI on the NPC Ashley was just a smidgen smarter. Some good jumping, Joe.
Oh, you know.
Here we go. Now I can see this area being a little frustrating for some players, but I mean that's part of it being, you know, more of like a social kind of area to be in.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think like these jumps are going to look easier for somebody who's done it 1,000 times.
Right. Oh.
And like I have a fairly good idea of how far I can jump, whereas somebody else might like not even look. They'd look at that and be like, "Nope, no, I couldn't make that."
Yeah, I can't make that. Can't do
and
it.
they'd go run and try to do the whole thing all the way up to the top just so that they could jump on that platform and get over here. Oh, it's you again. Wow. Wow, guy. Wow. Yes, it's me again. Did you have fun in the village? Yeah, I had a lot of fun in the village and got to see a lot of new places. Okay. Glad to hear it. You came all the way here, which means that you want to get to the New Year concert organized by WMG, right? Yes. If you want to go through the rhythm doorway when you then you should have a WMG pass, for which you have to pay 25 WMG coins. It should say WMG coins. Do you have enough coins to buy one? All right.
Yeah.
So, yes.
But I do.
I want to simplify the way that this is written here because I feel like it's convoluted. It's a bunch of nonsense, right? We already knew that we needed the ticket. That's why he said, "Oh, you again," right? So this is, hey, did you know it was 25 coins for a ticket? Oh, you did. You have 25 coins? You say yes. And then it's like, oh, well, here's the ticket. You know, let's keep it simple on this one because I think you've already explained all that once when I got here the first time. Presumably, the person who got here the first time didn't have the coins, but if they did have the coins, then you're prompting this chat anyway, and it still makes sense. You can buy one from me. Wait, yep. Most of the people don't have enough to get here beforehand. You misspelled before here. Before, BEFOREHAND. So they get it when they get to the portal. I'll give you. Thank you very much. Here you go. Collect your WM. Wait. On the last text block reply, I said, "Thank you very much, Xander," as a character. But at no point did Xander introduce himself by name. So my character wouldn't actually know that Xander's character is called Xander. You as a dev knew that. My character doesn't. Here you go. Collect your WMG pass and enjoy the new year. Thank you very much. Ah, got it.
Oop.
And we went in the portal. And we're partying. Ooh.
All right.
New objective
This is cool.
Rhythm
It's a party.
doorway. This feels like a celebration. Y'all are flying. Okay. You got all kinds of cool art on the walls up here.
I like
It's
the sounds
a party.
I like the sounds of a rhythm portal as well.
Absolutely.
It's a little creepy how everybody is on the same dance setting. Like the same timing. That might be just me though.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't think it's creepy. I think they're all doing the cha-cha slide, you know what I mean?
Right.
Slide to the left.
Cha-cha real
slide
smooth,
to the
y'all.
right. One hop this time. Right? They're on it. They know what they're doing. Look at this. I mean, if this is Taylor Swift out here, you know, they know. They're the problem. It's them.
All right, we got some stairs here.
All right, we got some stairs.
And we got a comment from Not Jackie Chan over on YouTube. Thief: The Dark Project is one of my favorite games ever, mostly exploring and collecting treasures. Now, I've gone through that game, and I can firmly say that your next comment, which is, I think that any type of quest can be good if it's done well being the key part. In the game Thief, the fetch quests or finding the MacGuffins isn't the primary goal. The primary goal is the puzzle of getting there. It's the puzzle of, how do I not activate these guards, or how do I take them out? It's not just simply going and getting the thing.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, because like getting the stuff is the reward for the task, right?
Right.
So that's like your trophy. That's your congratulations, you did it. That's your achievement unlocked when you get that stuff. So yeah, getting the stuff is what you imposed as like your task, because you liked that endorphin hit of like, I got the thing because I did the thing. So yeah, and you're thinking that's, yeah, go ahead.
Right, and as Pathco says over on Twitch, could use the same logic to declare Hitman as a puzzle series. And I 100% agree. I look at Doom Eternal, and I consider each combat a bit of a puzzle. But it's a first-person shooter with explosive, quick combat, and how you have to approach it on the hardest difficulty is like a puzzle. You have to remember where the different keys go, and the keys are bullets, and the lock is things' heads.
Achievement unlocked. All right, Conrad, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that this is just the celebration.
I think this is just the end. Yeah.
So I like this, but I wasn't 100% sure. What I would probably do here is make a few people in the audience like, woo, you know, they're having a good time. A few people.
Text bubbles everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as you walk past them,
she needs to say, "Get out of my way! I can't see." Musical artist name.
The show. Right.
Yeah. But there could be a few people like over here by the chairs or some people who don't really care, and they're there with their, robot fiance.
Right.
And they're like, "Hey, aren't you the person who just, did this achievement?"
Insert what you've done throughout the story.
Yeah. Right.
I super like this as a social hub. And so having the simple quests, which is collection, but of course adding in the extra 10-20% to make it a little bit easier on the players so they can enjoy it with each other and casually get to this location to where they can enjoy this part with friends is a good idea. All in all, there's just some quality of life that needs to happen. And of course, some double checking on certain areas. It's well done. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very pretty. Again, small little thing for me personally, but still not a fan of the invisible walls. Why is this gap here? For me. As the very last thing on this particular part of the level, why is the gap there in the back if not to hide some cool little secret? Maybe open it up, get rid of the invisible wall, and put something under the stage where people can like chill. Like we did it in the Alpha Season 2 main hub, where we put a giant duck underground. Alpha Season 1, we had little ducks around in different experiences. Alpha Season 2, we had a giant rubber ducky underground. So, you could do something like that that's fun for the people who come and play in your experience. They get something fun if it is a social hub. If it's just a game experience, then it's still fun. It's still the same thing, right? Or somebody could come in and they could be like, "Oh, hey, I zoomed way in on my screenshot. Where am I? You'll never know." You know what I mean?
Right.
You're getting there.
So we do have a comment from our dev. You mentioned on a few streams ago, if a game is a social hub, we should add some animations, fireworks, people shouting, let's party. We missed that. And the game idea was to be a social hub. So, yes. As a social hub, adding in some more lived-in feels, which you've done a very good job throughout this experience to get that lived-in, aspect. There's not much more to add here as a social hub-like experience, especially taking from example of the alpha hubs and how those were produced. You got some wonderful inspiration from that with the the POI quest, person of interest, or places of interest, and the collection quests. No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Besmir. So once a game is past its submission time, you can't edit it. So just keep that in mind. However, if you're looking at this experience as something that you want to publish in the metaverse, then committing the time to editing that might make sense. But just keep in mind that when we bring up things here, you know, on this show, just like we've done on others, that you've already heard, like the little text bubbles, the celebrations, that's not always just for you because we recognize that you're here for more than one show, but it's going to be for the new aspiring developer, maybe that this is the first time that they're watching and they're trying to understand the workflow process of building an experience like this. But again, I think this is one where you've really done a fantastic job. There's no reason not to love this. In terms of the way that the world is built, there's going to be small little tweaks and changes to make it a little bit better. But I particularly really love this end experience with just a little bit more life to it. I think it really does very well. Yeah, and
I really like those disco balls shooting down.
Yeah,
the thing on the ground there.
The little neon effects on the ground are really fantastic and they're timed well too, so they don't go off at the same time. I'm not sure if they are from one asset or not, but yeah, no. Really,
can you go
really,
through
really
the disco
nice.
ball?
Can I go through the disco ball? That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking maybe if it had collision. And it was
But you know,
different.
a lot of really cool stuff that we've seen. What do you think, Conrad?
Yeah, if you guys are, rather, if you folks out there are getting ready to compete in a game jam after it's announced, and you want us to test it out, we try our best to do the show on time, but suggest it to us on Twitter, @RadCondad, @VisionEX. We can always get it on the queue to get play tested. That way you have some extra time to do some of the advancements that you want to, when you have a second look. Or join out on those discords out there and see if you can't, surprise somebody, or not surprise somebody, but gather up some people to do some QA for you. Get some first time experience with your game. That way you don't have to necessarily wait, but you actually have some different eyes on it.
Yeah, I know, and I know that Panda's been doing it on Thursdays now. They like playing experiences, but maybe that's just in Metaverse stuff. Maybe it's your stuff. I know Alex and Lucas have been playing some of your experiences recently as well, so hopefully those have been helpful to you guys. And again, if you want to submit your experience for us to play, then don't be afraid to send it when it's half done. And maybe you even already have the future ideas. We're just going to throw stuff at the wall for you. And if you like the idea, then you can take it, right? And you can run with it and put it into your game jam experiences, because historically speaking, people who have submitted their games halfway done to us have generally done better in a game jam voting, because we know what the whole industry really is looking for. So if that is what you want to do, then of course you can do that, and then you can say along the way, again, keep it internal or put it external, whatever. We plan to do this, we don't plan to do that, but just keep in mind that we're going to continue to play these like we're 5 years old, like we've never played a game in our lives, right? We're going to come in here blindly and then give the best possible feedback that we can as we play. So if we're playing through something, and you put a maze in the game and I'm running through the maze and it's taking me too long for your liking, if you feel like you should tell me how to do the maze, then you have to redesign that maze slightly so that your other players will have a better time. Anyway.
Right.
What are we doing with that Wizzy winner?
Alrighty, Joe. I have already got it out here. And of course, I asked the chat today, what is your favorite music genre? We got some good answers. And ironically, right next to each other, I have trap, rap, and then right below that is trap rap. I had a good laugh about that one. But our winner today said heavy metal over on twitch.tv. Lauren Soul, congratulations. You're the winner of today's Wizzy NFT giveaway.
Very cool. Very cool.
And what is that? What is that hat again, Joe?
Oh yeah, so that is a Wizzy's purple enhanced hat. So the Wizzy hats can be worn inside any combat-based experience in the Sandbox game. Let me see if I could find one that I have here. I have the Wizard of Blue's Undying hat, and it may collide slightly with the thing that the Sandbox game gave me as a moderator / staff member. But it'll look similar to this. But Wizard of Purple's enhanced hat can be worn. It'll give you statistical bonuses while you're inside of the Sandbox Game Maker as well, and have additional utility in the future that Alex Florez and the team at the council want to hook you up with. So feel free to hold on to it, enjoy it. It's just a special thank you from us at the Sandbox game for being here, hanging out with us. You can only ever win one of those, and there will only ever be 200 of that purple edition. But when a new color comes around, you can, of course, submit to those forums and win in those new colors as well. Not exactly sure how many remain of the purple hats, but I know I don't have
last
them.
I looked, there was like 70 something.
70 something? Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the end of that road. Yeah. But it'll be really cool.
Going up that hill.
Congratulations on that. But I think that's going to be, for me, where we're going to wrap it up, because my wife's about to get here, and if you've been paying attention on the Twitter, you know I've been trying to take care of her, make sure she's good to go, and I want to make sure I'm available just in case she calls, because she's coming home from work right now. But
for sure. We're going to try and be here on time tomorrow morning.
You want to do it in the morning?
What,
all right,
what time are we doing that? Are we doing evenings, mornings? What do we got?
Let's do the morning. We got 8 a.m.
Do the morning.
Wait, 9 a.m. our local time. 9 a.m. our local time. 5
right.
p.m.
So,
UTC.
5 p.m. UTC? I got it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So we'll see y'all then. We're going to do, I kind of like the longer format show, just in case, especially right now, you know, knowing sort of what's going on with Brittany. I want to make sure I can take care of that. So anyway, if we'll
figure it out. We'll discuss some things.
If I don't have to go to the, to the doctor, then
we're trying to reformat some things. We might be doing some evening shows. We might be doing some morning shows. We might be doing mid shows.
We're trying to make
it perfect.
Events,
Right. We're trying to actually get out here and play your games. Like, for instance, with doing something fun, like Dr. Metaverso suggested, playing every single winner of the game jams up until now, and seeing how they progress as time goes. That sounds like something fun, but we want to go ahead and we want to play test the games that are requested on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Discord. Send us what you got. We're going to play it. But take us away, Joe. I think we're going to raid K here today.
You want to raid K? All right.
The golden boy.
It means we're going to go into the intermission screen, and in that intermission screen, we'll start the raid over on twitch.tv. Go on to twitch.tv/AU24KAY. Here, just a second, chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today. Hope y'all have some fun. Hang around with Kay. Kay does a bunch of fun stuff, bunch of cool stuff with the Sand Fan. So let's go!